Capricorn, April begins with several planets in Aries, which is in a square aspect to Capricorn. And what that means is that there's this angle stirs things up from deep within. And so you may find the stirring underneath, like a grumbling underneath, to get things going, but not really knowing exactly where to put your efforts. And part of it can be memories come up from earlier, whether it's from when you were a kid or even a few years ago, about things that you wanted to do, but reasons why you might have told yourself you couldn't do them. So there's this rumbling of get going. It also represents that this can be a time where you have something that's going on in your own home where you're living, where you might want to make some changes. Is the place that I'm living supportive for me and reflective of who I am? Does it really reflect who I am, not only who I am now, but who I see myself to be in the future? And that will become clear on the new moon on the 10th. So when you think about that, this is who I feel I am. Do my surroundings reflect who I am? So if I feel like I got it together, I'm successful, I see myself now this way, inside and outside, that way of who I want to be, whether it's whatever it is, if you see yourself as an artist, does your home reflect you as an artist? Do you see yourself as a world traveler? Does your home reflect who you see yourself and who you want to be? And the new moon will shine that whatever needs little changes you might decide you want to make. So the outer is reflective of the inner. And the Venus-Mars conjunction on the 7th is a powerful time. It happens once every couple of years, a little under, about putting action and energy into that which we love. Yes, it does mean it is a new cycle for relationships, absolutely. But it's an angle of your chart that's really fundamental to who you are. And getting really clear about that and putting energy into it. On the 12th, Pluto goes retrograde. That happens once a year. And Pluto's going retrograde in your sign. As you know, Pluto's in Capricorn, will be there for several years. But when it goes retrograde, there's no more pizzazz, there's no more punch, there's more power. And you're under a long-range time frame of transformation. So you can subtly, this month is very important for you because of the Pluto retrograde in your sign. You can feel the subtle needs of what you want to have changed and transformed in your life. You might not be able to do it this month, but you'll have the sense of where it's going, of planning where it's going. The sun enters Taurus on the 19th. It's an earth sign. You're an earth sign. It's a good angle to you. And a few days earlier, Venus entered Taurus, the earth sign, and the next day, the 20th, Mars will enter Taurus. So we'll have three planets in Taurus trine your energy, earth to earth. And that's reflecting getting out and doing things that you enjoy, doing things that you love to do, doing things that bring you, they have nothing to do with work, nothing to have to do with responsibility, but they have to do with, this makes me happy. This is what makes me happy. And the lunar eclipse on the 25th, that can be where you have that sense of, and remember Mars is the action planet, is conjunct the sun on the lunar eclipse. It's intense. And the intensity is, I want to do this. This is what I need. This is what makes me happy. I just really feel this desire that I got to go out and experience life. I have to experience this is my life. I need to experience what brings me joy. And in the lunar eclipse, so the moon is opposite, right? Full moon. And Scorpio is conjunct Saturn. And Saturn shows where things can be restrictive. So there's this urge to go out and have your joy. But the illumination is seeing where you might feel restricted or the restrictions of it and finding balance. Sun is opposite moon, teeter-totter. How do you find balance? And it's highlighting a sector of your world that represents friendships. So there's this, it does mean that there could be something that comes up around the lunar eclipse where there's an illumination of friendships. Do your friends support you? Do you feel supported by them? Are there restrictions in your life that get in the way, either time or money or circumstances that get in the way of spending the time that you want with friends? So once that restriction is illuminated, then you can find the solution to overcome.